going on? It's your boy Kenny, and I'm here with Pokemon Sun and Moon, the anime episode 48. Guys, this one was more of a filler, but it did have some plot points in it. And it was pretty good towards the end. The first half, it was just guys, this review won't be too long at all. I'm gonna just give you my thoughts and opinion on it. No play by play because there's really not much to talk about. But I do recommend you guys check it out if you would like, because the show is really good, guys. It's not really bad. It's just more so it was, it was more filler plus towards the end it was a plot. So going into the show, um, everybody shows up at Professor Kukui's, place because he's giving a sleepover for all the kids, and Ash is kind of happy. But at the beginning, Lily gets a well, James was taping Lily for Lusamine, and she's basically not wanting him to tape her because she was like she would rather talk to her mother than rather for her to be videotaped. But you all know Lusamine is so busy that she don't have time to talk to nobody. But I give her credit; she does try to make time for her, but it just seemed like it don't work. I mean, I guess that's why Gladion just doesn't never come around because he knows that, and he has Type Null too, so they're probably looking for him and Type Null. So who knows? But anyway, so as she was trying to talk to her mother, Lusamine gets a phone call, and basically Lily got pissed and said, "Look, I can't even talk to you. When you go and do what you need to do, and I guess call me whenever." And so she hung up. But getting back to the cabin, so everybody shows up, everybody's having a good time. They start, well, before that, Burnett, she was, running some tests on Star Cloud, which we know is Nebby. She was doing some, doing some tests on him. What kind of test? I don't know. She probably was trying to, find out about its energy, and you probably some other studies on it to try to see what type of Pokemon it was. However, we audience know what type of Pokemon it is, but they don't know. But I'm just like, how is it not that how you guys don't know that this Pokemon is basically the legendary Solgaleo or either Lunala, depending on the time of day that you're gonna, that it evolves. And I'm like, how do you not know this? I'm like, don't, shouldn't Rotom Dex have at least the pages? I mean, it's not implausible that the legendary Pokemon is not around. I mean, the Alola region has the legendary Pokemon, so they should be able to know. Like in Kalos, even though you don't see Zygarde until the very end, round about the round close to the what was it, the flare arc. At least when Zygarde became his 50% form, Ash did get a chance to put it in his Pokédex, and it was there. So how come? I guess it's for convenience of the plot point that they don't know that because I guess it's more so that the legendaries never usually evolve. So I guess that's why they don't really know that Cosmog is one of the legendary Pokemon, whichever one I guess. But I mean, I actually like the scenario they're going with, but it's just the fact that wouldn't you think that, by this being a legendary Pokemon, it should have been in the Dex? And I know it's only one of a kind, so I guess who knows. But anyway, getting back to the story, Mallow, everybody shows up. So what they do is they start playing hide and go seek. They have Nebby teleporting all, having him to go hide, and they teleport. Well, he teleports every time somebody tries to find him. He teleports up under the table. That's where Mallow finds him, and he teleports away. It was actually pretty cool to see them do that. And then they get they then they go around and they play they I guess they playing Z Power, the Z Power game, because Rotom has this like slot of each, Z crystal symbol in the middle, and I guess whichever is like a roulette, whichever one it stops on, you have to perform it. And it's almost like I want to say Simon Says, or red light, green light. You got, if you guys know what I'm talking about, you're just as old as I am. Majority of you probably know the games because of your parents, because quite sure they're probably about the same age I am. But anyway, it's an equivalent to those games. And everybody was doing good, but then it was Mallow, Lana, and Sophocles. They were the first three out. Ash did it. He actually got stuck because I think it was a three. What was it? A three leaf one. It was a three leaf attack, but I think he went overboard with it and he got put out. So they did the fire. So they did the over. The Inferno Overdrive. Z power move. And for some apparent reason, I don't know how this happened, but Kiawe and Tortinator end up using it and burning, I mean, blows up everybody in the house. But everything is going good, but something is bothering Lily. And if you look at the episode, you'll understand what is being, because it's like she's not herself. It's like she's looking at everybody's having fun. She's having fun too, but it's just seemed like something is kind of is nudging at her. So everybody goes to start cooking, and once everybody, they have this huge spread, then you got, they was about to sit down and eat, but then you have Munchlax. He comes and eat up everything. So everybody, was so hungry. But then after that, then they turn around and then they're like, I think they were actually planning to, they actually go outside because Litten and Lycanroc, they go out and they start training. You know what, guys? I'm hoping, and this is just me because I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me when I say this, but I'm hoping that Litten and Rowlet evolve kind of at the same time. But I know it ain't gonna happen because Litten is probably far more close to evolving than Rowlet, because Rowlet doesn't do nothing but sleep. If I was Ash, I would get out there and train that little bird. Like, look, you need to get up and do something. But but they're out there training. So Marowak and Tortinator, they go out and start, training as well. So the guys, so they're having fun looking at them, and Professor Kukui and Professor Burnett, they're walking back from, getting food, and it's basically like a romantic scene with those two. She's actually flirting with him, but he's like, not well. He catches on, but then he kind of gets kind of nervous. Like, but I hate they didn't have them already married in the series. They had them starting to, get to know each other. I'm like, but that's well, game and the game and the anime are totally two different canons, so you can't really say. But it is kind of there, but. I wish they would have just started them off as being husband and wife. It would have been a nice little, scene. But then, they get back, they have a little spread, and everybody's, happy, and they're eating. And, Munch likes to sleep, so he's not gonna, wake up for anything. So after that, Lily is basically, like I said, they're going to bed. Something is bothering Lily to the to where she's like agitated. And Shiro is really looking at her like, "What's wrong?" So she gets up to go outside, and she takes Shiro with her. But Professor Burnett, sees her and she goes right outside with her, and she's basically telling her like, she wish her mom was around a lot more to, help her with, go through certain situations and stuff. And Professor Burnett tells her, your mom does really love you guys. It's just that she's busy. And, they show a flashback of, they show like a memory of Professor Burnett seeing her look at, their pictures of her children. And I was like, Lucy Me probably she really do probably love her kids, but she just so busy being the president of the Aether Foundation that she has no has well I because Lily even has flashbacks of when they were her, Gladion, and Lucy Me were all together, and well, we know what happened to their father, so it's not like we don't know what happened to their father, but they don't know what happened to him. We know where he is. So it's like, they are basically, she was just feeling sad. So the next day, they get up and they get ready to leave. As they're leaving, they going down the street, and she's kind of, having this like thought of Gladion. But then when she has this thought, Nebby comes over, touches her, and teleports her. Now he teleports her straight to where Gladion is. So she sees him and she yells out Gladion, and so he turns around and is like, Lily, what are you doing here? And so she's about to tell him that she got teleported by Star Cloud, which is Nebby. But by the time that happens, you see Type Null just jumps up in the air and comes down right in front of her. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Lily starts having a flashback of Type Null long before now, and this is probably the reason why she can't, touch Pokemon. Because once she gets back, Nebby takes her back. Once she gets back, she is frightened to the core. And when she's frightened to the core, guys, she is literally shaking. She falls to the ground and Shido comes over to her and she pushes her back. This is where I say the whole entire situation of her not being able to touch Pokemon came from Type Null. So that was the end of the episode, but we will get a chance to see. It's gonna be next week when we get to see that episode where the whole entire where her memories are coming back. So you guys tell me your thoughts and your opinions on the show and let me know what you guys think may happen. I'm gonna be ready for this show, so you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This your boy Kenny Low, and I will see you guys later.